Why are white women so easily rattled? Saw a creator a year or so ago, I wish I remember who it was so I could attribute, say that white women appropriate other cultures because white women are never taught any divine feminine. Our entire identity is about our position with white men. And that makes sense. I mean, I'm looking at this from the perspective of Americans. White women could have status as long as they were born to wealthy white men and then married a white man. Didn't mean they have rights otherwise, but they could have rights over the enslaved Africans. I've made several videos about why white women bully women of color and each other. Those are in my bullying playlist. But I'm going to literally draw y'all a picture here, which I rarely do because I can't draw for shit. So both white supremacy and patriarchy are systems built like a triangle where a few people have most of it at the top and then there's the rest of us. Matriarchy is a circle with children at the center. This is something that is still widely misunderstood, at least by Americans. This is a very simplified chart. I have a slightly more detailed chart in my blog post on my website, drkoshman.com, showing more hierarchy for people who want to get nitty gritty. But for simplification here, there's the top 1% who has everything and is mostly white men. And any women who fall in here are almost always their daughters and wives. Their wives for a time, at least. And then this is the rest of society. This was intentionally built this way back in 1676, as I outlined in that article I just showed you. So white women, no, we're beneath white men, even if we don't want to admit it. And so we want to please white men because it will get us, we perceive, higher on this totem pole, or I shouldn't say totem pole, hierarchy. And so many white women perceive that to stay here and to move up, we have to step down on everyone below and pull the others down. And them doing well is a threat to our position here and our access to the white man, who we believe is just one boat away from becoming one of these, just waiting for a ship to sail in. It's a very precarious position to be in, fueled by a scarcity mindset. And this narrative is used by these people, the top 1%, to justify why we're here and not at the top with them. It's because of all these people down here. Throw immigrants down here, they're always blamed for everything. Sorry, we can't give you a job because we're exploiting this group, and you should be mad at them for us exploiting them. An interesting thing, though, is that when people cheer for people higher on the totem pole than them being pulled down. So let's say here we have someone who's like an immigrant with like an H-1B visa. I told y'all I can't draw. Listen. If they get slashed, this group cheers because they perceive themselves as higher now that this group is below. Alamodal, the moose on here, talks about this a lot. But all that does, when you pull everybody down, is mean that you're next on the chopping block. I have an article that I wrote more about this in, also on my website, called Why Are White Women the Men of Women, which is a phrase that I first heard from White Woman Whisperer, and I put her Patreon linked in that blog.